Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are around the world. This is super exciting. Thank you for taking your time. For those who are enjoying the 4th of July, welcome, and thank you for taking your holiday day to come and join us and come and meet Kurt. Some of you have met him before. This product is super amazing. I'll tell you why. I've been playing around with it, and when you're able, I won't give too much away because I want Kurt to show it, but when you're able to put spun post up on WordPress.com and your own WordPress sites, it's super powerful. And I'm super excited. I've got to thank Kurt because I made a little boo-boo and misread one of his messages, and I said, and I scheduled this for the 4th, and it's meant to be tomorrow. So he's very kindly made it to the webinar for us. So thank you, Kurt. Would you like to take over and talk more about WPHorde? And then at the end, we're going to give you guys a 10% discount coupon code and also an extra bonus, which I'll show after Kurt's talk. So you can take over, Kurt, please.
Sure. So very first thing, the reason why I created WPHorde is because I think that there's a need, that there's a huge gap. And the gap is for those who are wanting to set up PBNs, or they have a bunch of news websites, and instead of having to go to each site and post the content and then post the content. And then, of course, now you got the exact same content on multiple different blogs. I was like, there's got to be a better way. So met up with my developer. We started working out some ideas and hammering out how to actually do it. And this is where WPHorde came into mind. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to minimize this. So right now, this is the actual dashboard. I am logged into WPHorde. So adding your blogs is quite simple. All you would have to do is come over to blogs, click on new blog. And then if this is a WordPress.com blog, you would put in the URL and choose connect. What it would then do is go out to WordPress.com. You would log in and authenticate as for that blog, and then authorize WPHorde to have access to your particular WordPress.com site. For self-hosted, it's a little bit different. What we would do is put in the URL for that particular blog, for your self-hosted blog. We would need a username. Now, this username would need to be an admin. And then you would put in the application password. Now, this isn't the username password. Once you create a user, go back in, edit that user, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see application password. You're going to create one for WPHorde. It's going to give you a password. You can copy it and paste it here, and then click connect. And then it will be able to connect to that particular blog. And then you're able to start posting to them. So whenever I was talking about being able to send spin text content and make it unique per blog, that's exactly what we're doing. I first came up with this idea and started utilizing it for Yive sites, and I created a tool called Auto Yive. And then I'm like, I need to create for WordPress as well. Number one, the market is much larger, and WordPress is more accepted. So this is where we started coming up with this idea. I have some spin text here. Now, this is an actual content that you could write your own content, go over to any spinning software, whether it be Word AI, Spin Rewriter, anything that you spin the content for you. Any type of spin text you're going to see is curly brackets with a pipe and then a closed curly bracket. So what it's going to do is it's going to randomize between YU and U and must and need to, and then YouTube, social media clips, videos, video clips. It's going to randomize that text throughout the post that it's going to be creating. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a Command A, copy everything here.
Tell you what, Kurt, what's exciting about this is the fact that if you've got like 50 blogs on WordPress.com and 50 of your own WordPress sites, each time it sends it out to one site, it's completely unique, providing you spin the content. Just quickly, those that are watching this, open up your Zoom chat, and if you understand spin text, put 1 in the chat. If you don't, put 2. I'll be at the end of Kurt's presentation. If you don't understand it, I can always explain a bit more.
Excellent. Now you're going to notice anytime we put in content here, I'm going to get the word AI indicator here. If it was not spun already, and if you connected WPHorde with Word AI, you could actually spin that content for you. So we do have integrations with Word AI, and one of the other integrations that we have is with Unsplash. You're going to have to create your own Unsplash developer account, and I have training video how to do that. It takes about 3 minutes.
What is Unsplash for those that don't know, Kurt?
Unsplash is a repository of usable images for your post. So let's say that I want this post that I'm making is for YouTube. I could type in YouTube here and have it search, and then these images I could select and include into the posts. What WPHorde does is we're going to randomly select these images and make these the featured images for each of the individual posts. So let's say the very first post, it randomly selects this one. That's going to be the featured image for that first blog. The second blog, let's say it randomly selects this one, and then third and fourth. So it gives it each one of these posts even more unique content.
Yeah,
we're not posting the same image, therefore we're reducing the actual footprint.
What quick question has come in from another Kurt with a K. He says, how readable is Word AI spun content?
Word AI, in my opinion, is probably one of the best spinners out there. They're using NLP, and if you're using article forge at all, I suspect, and this is just my opinion, what they're doing is when you're searching for an item for article forge to create an article about, is it's actually scraping the search engine results and then using their Word AI, because they're the same company, and it's rewriting using NLP. And if you don't know anything about NLP, NLP is natural language and how it processes and how it can use synonyms that work so much better than most other spinners. So Word AI is probably one of the best spinners out there that I've had experience with.
Yeah. Excuse me for a second, Kurt. I think
Sure.
In all fairness to you, Kurt, we should save the questions, let you do your presentation of what the tool is, and we will do a Q&A at the end, depending on how much time you can spend, Kurt. But we're not going to go away. We're going to be here. We're going to be here tomorrow.
Right.
But we'll answer as many questions as we possibly can, if not all of them.
And if need be, we'll bring Kurt back another day, tomorrow, whenever he's available, to answer more questions for you guys if you still got questions. And the deal we'll be offering at the end, we're going to hold that open for you for at least a good week, if not a bit longer. So we'll look after you. So keep your questions for the moment. Please pop them in the chat, and we'll roll back to them after Kurt's gone through. So carry on, Kurt. Keep showing us the rest of your software. It's great.
Sure. So you can also group your blogs, and I've grouped some of them here, and I've got a demo test group that's a mix between my own personal WordPress blogs as well as WordPress.com sites. So this is the only tool that allows you to post to both. You're not just limited to your own WordPress sites, and you're not just limited to WordPress.com. You could actually utilize both. Therefore, the cost of a WordPress.com blog is negligible because it's not taking up your hosting, it's not taking up anything else, and it's still being searched and ranked by Google. So keep that in mind because you're borrowing on the actual WordPress.com name. So I'm going to select those blogs there. And then tags, you're going to be creating a tag for this particular post, and then we're going to choose category. And I'm going to put general. And for the tag, I'm going to put YouTube. And you notice we have a type ahead. So the minute you start typing, it searches through your actual existing tags that you may have.
Am I right in saying also that your software can create the tags as you type them in onto the WordPress sites? Correct.
It can create the tags. If you don't have the tags there already, it will create the tags, including categories, either which one.
That's super powerful. That saves me hours having to go for each one and create the categories in the first place.
Correct. So now we have YouTube videos SEO, video SEO, YouTube is the tag. We're going to be randomly selecting out of these 20 images for these 19 blogs. Here's the content, and there's the title. So all I need to do now is click on Start. And you're going to see how long it takes to post to these 19 blogs, which will take about maybe a minute, minute and a half. It's already at 10%, which means 2 are done at this point in time. And you do have to keep the tab open, but you can go to another tab and start working on things while that's finishing. Once it's finished, it's going to give a report that you can download, a CSV report. So if you're creating, let's say, a Fiverr gig or an SEO clerks gig, and you're selling backlinks or PBN posts with, well, here's some things that you may want to keep in the back of your mind. Google Maps, you can embed Google Maps into this. You can embed YouTube videos. You can embed Google Forms. The reason why I'm saying those things, and Twitter posts and Facebook group posts and Reddit posts. So if you're wanting to sell gigs, because those are all unique, go over to Fiverr and see how many people are actually posting Google Maps on PBNs. There's not that much. There's not that many. The reason being is it's a pain in the rear end. But imagine being able to create a post with unique content, with a YouTube video and a Google map, all promoting that one business in one post. That's a huge, huge advantage right there.
I did a run on this. I've got nearly 70 blogs in your software already between WordPress.com and my own. And I did a test blog, fun blog, just a general thing with no links. And I left it going, and I thought I'll go and get a cup of coffee. Went to my house, made a cup of coffee. By the time I came back, it was done. Now, manually, for me to do that to that many blogs, 70 blogs, but take the content, paste it in, right, go to the next one, spin it, paste it in, and keep doing that across 70 blogs. That'd take me all day.
Exactly.
Most people wouldn't do it because it's too time consuming.
It is.
But that brings up the one word that I'm going to say over and over again. It's automation. What Kurt specializes in is not only fantastic ideas, but the automation of those ideas. It's all about effort. And that's why we like Kurt so much, because he just follows suit right along with Done For You Magic Teams, where it's not about the end product. It's how fast you can get it built and how fast you can get it done. It's automation, guys.
And not only that, what I love as well with this is the fact that when it comes down to building PBNs and networks like that, I say all the time, own your own networks, own your own WordPress sites, own your own WordPress.com sites, own your own Facebook channels, everything own yourself, because by controlling it, if for any reason Google decided to try and penalize one of your sites, you have the opportunity to sever the link from that site if you choose to. If you go to Fiverr and you go and you pay for a guest post, or you go and pay for something somewhere else, I know somebody who paid for 500 links to their website, it went down instead of up. With this, I put some of my links on it, not madly, just gradually, and my site's gone up. And that's just that. Imagine chucking GMB links, Google My Business links on here. That's what's exciting about this. And you own all these properties yourself. You control this. So if you can create categories as well, which I love on this, Kurt. So I can create a plumbers and electricians category. I can group my electrician sites up together, my plumber sites up together, and I can post out to all my plumber sites in one hit and all my electrician sites in one hit. Or I can send it to all my sites and create a new category for those sites under plumbing, and then maybe a thing about, how to fix a leaky toilet. For more details, contact my mate Dave, who's based in Florida, in Tampa or somewhere. Here's his phone number, or here's his website address. So it's super, super, super exciting. This is the next bit I love as well, Kurt, that you're going to show us now.
Right. So keywords. Why are keywords important? Keywords are actually going to be renamed to short codes. And what you could do is on your self-hosted WordPress sites, you could put pretty much any content you want there. And that includes JavaScript. WordPress.com, though, they will not allow you to post JavaScript. Even if you go over there and teach JavaScript, it's not going to allow you. but you're able to create, I'm going to click on add one here. You can actually create ads, put in an image ad right here and just call it add one. Go inside your content after you paste it in there and say, oh, right about here, I want this ad. And then add two, I want this ad here, and then add three. So now think about this. You have a PBN, you're selling posts, and now not only on top of that, you're putting your own advertisement for your own affiliate products in there as well. Why? A lot of people, when they purchase a PBN, you have two different choices, with ads, without ads. Now you're adding another layer of complexity to your business that some people will say, I don't care if there's ads on there or not. Most blogs have ads. I don't care. So now you can go, okay, we're going to insert this ad and insert this ad and insert this ad. Oh, you're paying extra because you don't want ads? Great. Then you don't put your ads in that post. This allows you to utilize this to the best of your ability, however you want to do it.
Also to link in there, because I love this idea, something that people don't realize, and while we're chatting, but one in the chat if you own Magic Page plugin, because me and Kurt did a test, right, with an X field inside his content, right, and we set that up and we did a test and it hit a bunch of my blog sites, all with their own, with the keyword location. So now, correct, as well as spun content, you're adding in any key company name, phone number. So when you put in X field location, X field phone number, X field whatever it may be, when it goes out to those particular blogs in that group, you know that straight away it's going to post it onto the site and work with Magic Page plugin.
That's powerful. There's lots of ones coming in, by the way.
Oh, awesome. I'm loving the interaction, guys, by the way, for you guys watching this. I mean, this is so powerful. It's shockingly powerful what it can do. And I've had great results already, being able to play around with it.
Right. And we were trying to get the guest posting portion done before tomorrow. It's not going to be available until before then. But just FYI, guest posting is going to allow you, if you're going to allow people to post on yours, someone posts a post on yours, you're going to be able to post on someone else's. So you're going to have that availability whenever you're creating or adding your blogs. You don't have to have guest posting, but you can. This opens it up to a little bit more, allowing you not to have, let's say you buy a 100 blog level, but you only add 50 blogs to your account. If you allow people to post on your blogs, let's say someone posts 25 blogs or 25 posts on yours, so you have your 50 plus 25, you're able to then disseminate your message to 75 blogs instead of just your 50. So it gives you a little bit more complexity and diversity of sending out information to more than just your own sites. So we have that. It's like an exchange process in there. So keep that in mind. And it's going to be a one-to-one. So if you share one, you get one. I'm not taking any extra. This is just an extra added feature that we're
You imagine this, right? Most people would have heard of ClickBank. So you go onto ClickBank and you find yourself a product that you can promote. And once you're signed up with ClickBank, you can promote whatever you want, right? Then you maybe use a product like Pretty Links on a WordPress site to reroute everything for you so it looks nice, or Bitly or one of those. And you do an article on one of your sites, maybe it's an affiliate site, all about this product, teeth whitening. So you fill all it out, you do a spun version of it, and you say, for more details, head here. That takes them through to a squeeze page, which is really the squeeze page on ClickBank because it's your affiliate link. Right? So then next minute, everyone's sharing each other's blogs to do this. You end up with a big network out there, and of your post going out there. Someone happens to find that link, they click on it, and what happens? You get a commission.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. Let's say that you specialize in creating a certain type of blog. Let's say you're working with handymen, or you're working with electricians or plumbers or gardeners or whatever, and you've got 15, 20 gardeners that you work with. Nothing stops you from selling them monthly content. Here's the beautiful portion. You only have to write the content once. You allow this to spin it and post it to each one of those blogs. Therefore, you're giving them the content that they want to require. You can personalize it for their particular blog as well, because we also have variables that we put into the actual software, which is blog name and blog URL, which can be added to the content as well. So let's say blog name presents, so whatever that blog's name is, let's say Master Gardener's Deluxe presents. So that would be the actual blog name, and then put presents, blah, blah, blah. You could put in your content from there. So whatever the blog name is, it's once again, it's making it more unique for this particular post.
Yeah.
Here's some more ideas. Let's say that you set up quite a few blogs about press releases. You want to set up a press release service. You can do this easily here as well. You set up one for each state if you wanted to, 50, or if you wanted to go into other areas, you can. You can then sell that as a service. We'll release it on 50 different states. Oh, you only need it in 5 states? Great. We'll put it on those 5 states. You can then select those states individually by coming down here and selecting the individual sites. But if you wanted them all, you just click on the group. And then create your post and go from that direction.
Just to clarify one thing while we're on this sort of thing, the sharing your blogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way it works is if in my account, when it's available, I'll tick a box to say I want to share one of my blogs, right? So when you post on that blog, it gets posted to someone else's shared. And guys, I'm adding multiple WordPress.com accounts at the moment. And when this feature comes available, I've got 60 WordPress.com accounts in mine. And I'm going to go down and go tick, 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 tick. So anybody on here will be able to post to the ones I've bought already. I want to build that up to probably a good few hundred. So it means then if you tick one of yours to share and you put a post on it, it will share to maybe one of mine. And then when someone else adds one, it will share somewhere else and so on.
And that's the huge benefit of it, is because when you share, you get the ability to share with others.
Yeah.
If you're not sharing, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, it just goes on your own blogs.
Exactly. So it's not a bad idea to set up 5, 10 WordPress.com sites. Why? It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You set up 5 or 10, allow people to share the post, make them general, make them video sites. Doesn't matter. It's a quick and easy way for you to have the ability to then post to others at the exact same time. Now, you may not want to post to a lot. That's totally up to you. You may only want to post to your own. That's totally up to you. Your business is how you want to run your business.
And what I love about this is the group feature, because the thing is you could say, I'm not sharing any of my blogs. So I'm not going to tick that box when it comes available. I only want my own network, but I want to be able to post to 2 sites. And those 2 sites are in the category called Stephen Brocklehurst. I'm going to click on that category, put my content in and hit start, and it's only going to post to those 2 blogs under that group. You can have also a group called all and have them all in there. Right. So you have those options available, you see.
So one of the other things I failed to show is you can also upload your own images. And when you choose upload your own images from your computer, you could select multiple ones. So I'm just going to select this one, and then open, and then add another one. And then I'll upload from my computer again. And then we'll choose this image. And then when you're done, you just click done and they can be on there. And you could still go over here and search Unsplash and add those as well. So you're not restricted just to one or the other.
Yeah.
So if you have your own branding, absolutely, we can utilize that as well.
Yeah. All the images Creative Commons.
Right. Unsplash, to my knowledge, is Creative Commons only.
Yeah. And in a minute, when we've gone through the presentation, we are, for those who get the yearly plan through our link, we're also doing a design bundle, and I'll show you that has Creative Commons video, images and all sorts in it. So we'll show you that as well in a moment. And that's, by the way, that deal, when we do that, it's lifetime access to one of these just by having 1 year with Kurt on WPHorde. You keep that forever.
Right. Right. So this is WPHorde. Like I said, I've been building on this for several months now. We've been actually working on this, building it out. We're not going to stop building it out. We're going to look at more integrations. We are looking at, after the rollout, making sure the guest posting is working great. We're going to be adding in also webhooks. So it will spin a piece of content and send to a webhook that you select. That will allow you to then to use Zapier or Integrament and then post to Facebook or Twitter or etc. However you want to do it that way as well. So keep that in mind. That is another integration that we're going to be bringing in. And we're probably going to have not just one webhook, but maybe multiple webhooks that you can select to.
The links that go out, are they follow links?
If they're whatever your blog utilizes. So if you set up your blog to be no follow, well, then they're going to be no follow. But if you set up your blog, usually, let's say Yoast or some other software that you may be using for SEO, if you want them to be follow links, you would set up Yoast to make sure that they're follow links. But to my knowledge, WordPress.com, they're all follow links. Yeah.
This is super exciting. Is there any other areas you need to show anyone, or shall I whip through some questions?
Go ahead and whip through some questions, because this, like I said, the software is simple. Yeah. It's easy to utilize. And if you understand HTML, all you have to do is copy and paste the HTML here. And let me pull up something here. I'm going to pull up ArticleForge real quick, and I'm going to log in and grab an actual article that I've already got written.
Is there any plans to add spin rewriter in the future?
I don't at this point in time, but I'm looking into it. Their API is not as friendly as Word AI was, but I could definitely look into that. I'm not against it whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, Power O Embeds. So this is the actual text that it's given to you from ArticleForge, but here's also the HTML. So you could just grab this. It's formatted already. This is what it's going to look like whenever it posts. We could come over here, grab this HTML. I'm going just to Control-A, Control-C, come back over to WPHorde. I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm going to click on Word AI. And let's say I want 4 rewrites, regular rewrite. It's now reaching out to Word AI. Word AI is rewriting that content, and then it'll all be in spin text here in just a moment. It does take a few moments. We have to wait on Word AI to complete it, and now it's done. Now you can see the spin text is actually starting to put in there. And then I just grab the title, or the H1 that was on the title of the page here, and I make that the title of the post as well. And then I can come down here and do the exact same thing. Let me select my demo test blogs, put in a title of testing and general, and I'll go ahead and leave those. And let me go ahead and put WordPress. I'm going to search for that. Grab a few images that I like, and then click done. And then let me come up here, and I'm going to put add one. Now, if everyone remember, add one was just a Google link there, but that's fine. And I'm going to scroll down closer to the bottom, and I'm going to put add middle. I think it was add middle. I could be wrong. And then, of course, presented by blog name. That way you could see this working as well. And get rid of that. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and click on start. And once again, it's going to take about a minute, maybe a minute and a half to go through everything. It's at 10:36 right now. I'm in mountain time at the moment. I'm in Colorado. I'm not at home. We're on vacation, and we're actually doing the launch tomorrow. So this is everyone's just a day early, but that's okay.
It's a pre-vacation.
Yeah, everyone's getting in. Everyone's getting in before everyone else.
That's it. Now, of course, I'm working on the sales video right now, but Yes.
Quick question. When you're doing the sharing of posts, and that's going out to those individual sites, they're not part of WP Horde. So you're actually spreading out your IP address and your footprint of where your posts are going.
Correct. Well, and they're going to be part of WP Horde because let's say if I share some of my blogs that I already have there, they have to be inside of WP Horde, but I'm sharing them, allowing you. They're not part of your group of blogs, but you're absolutely right. You're disseminating out more information. Everyone talks about duplicate content's also bad. It really is not. And I'll tell you the reason why. How many people have heard of the AP News, the Associated Press? How many times does its content gets duplicated over and over and over again? Right. What a lot of people do is, or a lot of newspapers, they'll put a small little blurb about what it's about at the very beginning of the post, and then put in the AP post, and then down at the bottom, do another little spin text or a little bit more information. You can do the exact same thing with the keywords or the short codes and content. You can do the exact same thing. Someone sends you a press release. You can do a little blurb before it, the press release content, little blurb after it. So now we're going to view this one. We're going to pull this one up, and there it is. And then right there is the link for Google, what was in the actual keywords for ad one. And if we scroll down, we're going to see that was ad middle presented by x-2.us. That's the name of my actual blog in this case. We can go look at another one. Let's go ahead and look at the submissions. You can always go back to the submissions, click on details, and download the CSV if you don't before. So keep that in mind. Now you have a record right here of all the posts that you sent out that you can also send to your customer.
You know what I love about this as well is you could set up some sites purely, right, for link sharing, right, and you would use a Google spreadsheet, paste on your links onto the spreadsheet, and embed that onto other blog sites that you're purely using for link building. And the cool thing is when you update that spreadsheet, because it's an embedded piece of content, it'll update across those other sites. You only ever have to put it up once. So those who've got like Yive sites and auto Yive, you could put a little article about, hey, here's some other links I recommend, and then embed a Google Sheet with the links on.
Yes, you can embed Google Sheets. You can embed Google Docs, Google Forms. Let's talk about Google Forms for a moment. We've already talked that WordPress.com will not allow you to put JavaScript on there. Well, they won't allow you to do types of iframes, most iframes, unless they're Google or Twitter, etc. But you can put a Google form. And we all know that a Google form can be linked over to Zapier and Integromat to submit to autoresponders. So if you're looking for a way to, you want to sell, here's another business idea. You can actually set up, put in content. Oh, you want your subscription email box on there? Not a problem. We utilize Google Forms, and then you can put them on all WordPress.com and your own WordPress sites. So people will fill out the Google form, and then it will submit and send over to Zapier and Integromat that information. You can add it into webinar sign-up forms. You can add it into autoresponders, your CRM, etc. So,
you know what I just thought, not to interrupt you, Kurt, but can WP Horde work on WordPress sites that are put up as subdomains?
Yes. It will not work with multi-site WordPress though. Multi-site WordPress does not allow application passwords.
So what I was thinking there, Stephen, and I don't know that difference there, to be honest, but what I was thinking is if you go into another version of the Magic Ranker system and you have your WordPress sites inside of your Magic Ranker system, let WP Horde handle the 10 different subdomains, giving those 10 different WordPress blogs to spun content, that makes it so much simpler to get to the social media authority accounts that you have in a Magic Ranker system.
And a WordPress, for those that don't know, a WordPress multi-site is how it's installed. So if you installed WordPress, just one blog installed through cPanel, and then you installed another WordPress in a subfolder, they're two separate sites. With multi-version, and it takes a bit of setting up, a lot of people watching this won't be doing multi-sites. And to be honest, multi-sites do not work with Magic Page plugin either. Right. I used to use multi-sites, and I've gone away from them now, because a multi-site is one admin panel where you can manage everything. Well, you just get yourself main WP, which is free to use on the front end. You install that somewhere to one side, then you can do all your updates of your plugins and stuff using a product like that. Or Jetpack, I think, can do the same. So there's a couple of options there. But with this is spinning, all your content. And I did a blog post out to 70 sites, and each one was unique. And as you say, Kurt, in the UK, we've got news sites that all the content is identical right the way through. It's just really the titling that's different at those times. So,
Well, what becomes exciting here in WPHorde is the spun content, the variations of what you can do with that content. It just gets crazy as far as that automation again, because you can turn in so many different parts and different content, authority content, press releases, video embeds, so on and so forth, in all of these posts, and it handles all of the WordPress side for you. Now you just have to do the interlinking to the social media, which is in our case, what I was thinking about was the Done For You Magic Ranker system, because that's mostly social media authority, and you get all of this massive, whether it's a single niche or a general PBN type of system that's automated.
Yeah. Do you want to share your sales page? I know you haven't got the video up quite yet, but I wanted to show the pricing, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the chat, and in a moment we're going to show you the bonus, which is the design bundle bonus that you guys will get if you get the yearly option as well. I'm going to put the link in the chat to everyone on Zoom, and at the end of this I will go through the Facebook pages and add it to the link as well. If you're watching this live on Facebook, it's dfymagicthemes.com/WPHorde. That's WPHorde, and you use DFY theme, and I'll put that in the Zoom chat as well. I'll just go and grab the coupon code to get 10% off. And then in a minute, we're going to show you the bonus, which is if you get the yearly deal, any of the yearly deals, whether it's the low package or the top package, it's irrelevant. You'll get the design bundle, which we'll show you in a moment. And there's tons of stuff in there. And you'll just simply raise a support ticket with us. And to do that, you'll go to dfymagicthemes.com/DFY support. And I'll put that link in the Zoom chat in a minute as well. With your receipt, and then our team will set you up with the design bundle, and I'll show you all that in a moment. We'll just let Kurt go over a few more bits, and we'll answer any other. If you've got any other questions, guys, while you're watching this, please pop them back in the chat if we've missed it. Just put a couple of question marks in front of your questions so we don't miss it, because the chat's running at the moment. So can Fiverr be used to set up a bunch of WP.com sites for cheap?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So
you can get that. You can hire people to do that. Absolutely. There's a few sites online that you can find that out. Absolutely. So right at the very beginning, right at the very top, we also have a link that says training. I'm doing training videos in this particular blog. It's training.wphorde.com. And the one that I think is probably going to be the most popular, I pinned to the top, and that's WPHorde Google Forms. I teach you how to use Google Forms and how to integrate also with Integromat, or Make as it's called now. So I left that at top. But keeping your server secret even from Google, I teach you how to do that using Cloudflare. With Google Maps, how to connect with Unsplash. Sasset, which is another piece of software, works great with WordPress self-hosted. but it will not work with WordPress.com. So I'm going to let you know. If I find out something that doesn't work with WordPress.com, I'm going to let you know as well, but I'll definitely do some training on it. If you have things that you want training on, let me know. I can definitely go ahead and start working on that as well. So I'll close that out. Link to billing, that's going to take you over to Gumroad. I do all of my software now pretty much through Gumroad. They handle the billing. They also handle if you want to upgrade or downgrade your account. Let's say you start getting busy and you only bought 100 blogs, but you want to go up to 500 blogs, you can upgrade. Or you want to downgrade your business. Hey, I didn't need 500. Let's go ahead and downgrade to 100. You could do that through billing as well.
What are the levels while you're there, Kurt? How many different levels are there, and what do you recommend for people getting started?
There are 4 different levels. One of them is 50 WordPress sites, 100 WordPress sites, 500, and then 1,000. For 50 WordPress, it's $27 a month. For 100, it's $47. And then for 500, it's $147. And then for 1,000 is $157. Every single membership gets 1 week free trial. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions. You want to cancel at any time, you come back to this page, you go up to billing, takes you over to Gumroad, you can cancel.
Can you show them the yearly tab as well, how to select that?
Sure. You just do the drop down and choose yearly, and you save 2 months right off the top. So it's $270, $470, $1470, and $1570.
And also, you're going to get a further 10% off that price today. And also, you're going to get the design bundle, which we'll show you in a moment or two, as a bonus for getting one of the yearly plans. We can't do it on the monthly because of the pricing of the design bundle, but we wanted to give you extra value. And the design bundle's worth more on its deal, which we're giving you for lifetime. Just stay with Kurt for a year. And we'll show you the design bundle stuff in a moment or two.
So the question always comes in, what about the webinar pricing? Is this pricing going to go up? If I wanted to get into the 100 site plan, and then I decide in 6 months that I want the 500 site plan, what happens with the pricing?
It will be going up. It will be going up. But whatever you purchase it right now is locked in.
So if there's a question whether I should do 100 or 500, the 500 pricing now is the best it's going to be.
Well, right. And the same way, and if you're going to notice between the 500 and 1,000 is only $10 difference per month or $100 a year. So,
so if you guys are planning on building a big network, now's the time to get what you need.
Right. So that's totally up to you. And this software is going to be well maintained. This is software that, like I said, I've been working on this for months. It is extremely unique. There's nothing else out there that will even match this. Not just with speed, but the complexity and yet how simple it can be used. It is very simple. Go ahead.
Don had said something that app.wphorde.
I'm on it. Okay. I'm on it. Okay. So I put the app link in if I can log in fine from where I am, and Kurt's on it now. So there's not an issue there at the moment. I might have been mistyped, or occasionally it can be your browser clear your cache. That can also cause a problem. So pop your questions in. Would this work well with Yive sites? Or would it be redundant? I'm using both because I've got Kurt's auto Yive, and so my plan will be to build up content to my blogs, take the URLs from the report, put them into a Google Sheets, and then put that Google Sheets on into Yive sites, and send that sheet across all my Yive sites that I've made. Right, and then that means then I've got thousands of links across Yive sites. And at any time, if I think I've got a problem, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the Google Doc, remove all the links off the Google Doc and point it to somewhere else, temporarily google.com or something like that. Something else I came up with while we were chatting, GMBs, Google My Business, right? Now, Google loves Google. You can't damage Google.
Yes.
You can't damage YouTube. So imagine this, right? All your Yive site accounts, if you've got auto Yive that will publish automatically to all your Yive sites, well, you just do a Google Sheets with all your YouTube videos in, all your GMB links in, anything, Blogger, anything like that, even social media, Facebook, Twitter, you can't damage it. And so then you chuck that across thousands of Yive sites, right? And that ends up being thousands of backlinks to your social media. Then you can put your money sites to these sites as extra links as well, to so you're protected. Because that way, then if you have any issues in any way, you can go for your sites and go, well, my 20 plumber sites have got links back to my money site, and it's not doing as well. I'm going to take that link off for now and see what happens.
Right. So one of the huge advantages of WPHorde, 0 plugins to install. We're working directly with the APIs.
Yeah.
We're not tunneling away in. Do we work with 2FA? We can. If you're using WordFence, you're worried about us, not a problem. WordFence, whenever you go and create that account, scroll down to the bottom. When you'll look where it says application password's been disabled, you can actually enable it for that account. And then also you can get the IP address of WPHorde and add that to the whitelist to bypass 2FA. So that way you keep your blogs secure. Absolutely. I want to make sure everything's secure. I don't want any reason for you to have to open up your security whatsoever. It is a cloud-based solution. You can use multiple different images. One of the things I didn't show is you can actually put in hyperlinks to images as well. And if you wanted to rotate them, you can use spin text there. So if you have 3 different images and you wanted to see which one works best, well, when you disseminate them out to the number of blogs that you look at, see which one gets clicked on the most. That's a great way to split test at the same time.
Go
ahead.
Quick question. Don's asking, I got the 50 monthly earlier. Can I upgrade to this deal?
Well, can it's okay with me. Can he?
Cool. Well, it's right with me. Just
it's your bonus. It's your bonus.
Yeah. So, Don, yes, you absolutely can. So if you upgrade to the yearly deal and use the 10% off, and then you go to I think you already in our support system anyway, but you go to dfymagicthemes.com/DFY support. If you're not registered with the system, you register, you open a support ticket, and we'll get that. And just if you've got your receipt to hand, attach it, a screenshot. It saves us a lot of time having to look you up, and then we'll go in and we'll enable your dashboard for the bonus, which I'll show you in a few minutes.
So the training, I've already talked a little bit about the training. I'm going to be updating videos to that all the time, how-tos, because my personal opinion is this. I love creating software that people use. I would rather have you utilizing my software than not. And the more training I give you, the more information I can give you, it may give you more ideas on how to utilize my software, because I want you using it every day in your business. I want it to be your go-to piece of software. So yes, we can work with self-hosted or WordPress.com blogs. Not a problem. Works perfectly on both out of the box. We integrate currently with Unsplash and Word AI, as well as we're going to be adding webhooks in the future. I don't like selling futures. I'm selling what we have right now, Word AI and Unsplash at this point in time.
But all future upgrades, I might say, are all going to be included within the price.
Are going to be included. That is correct.
Yep.
That is correct. There's no upsells with this. I'm not doing any upsells. I don't like that idea. I like to sell a product.
And we're not.
Now, there are levels, but that's it.
And make it clear, we're not either. All right. So when you go click on the link, it takes you to Kurt's page, and we're not doing any upsells off the back of that. So it's just straight to the product, boom, and get you 10% off. And like I said, we'll show you the design bundle in a moment too. We'll get the last few questions in, and then because we're getting close to the top of the hour, and I know Kurt's got some family commitments. So for the last 4 minutes with Kurt, get your questions in, and then I'll show you the design bundle bonus, and we'll thank Kurt. And if you guys want Kurt to come back in our Facebook groups, if you go to dfymagicthemes.com/FB, that takes you to our free group, and you guys can go in there and comment below that video saying, oh, I'd love to ask Kurt back for some more questions, and we'll arrange for him to come back. I
want him to come back.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want to, every time I talk to Kurt, there's another idea. I mean, not to sell short of anything else out there, but this is a business in a box all by itself.
Yeah.
If you guys really think about the power of what can be done with this, and the automation, but the fact that you can set up the single niche PBNs, you can set up general niche PBNs, you can do the guest post sharing, you can do press releases, you can do video embeds, you can do the spun content. I mean, any local business in their right mind that has no idea what to do anyways would see this as you can use this as your own tool to make them just shine. And it's very easy for you, but you can sell this till the cows come home on how hard it is to get 100 video embeds on 100 different WordPress blog sites. But in literally seconds, you set this up in WPHorde and you have 100 embeds on 100 different blog posts.
Another feature as well. Think about this. You've got customers of your own. They got WordPress sites. You've set them up with MPP Magic Page plugin, and you go, I can supply you regular blog posts. So let's say you've got 5 plumbers on your list of customers. You create one blog post spun, right, and you send it out from here to those 5 customer WordPress sites. Boom, they've got content on their sites instantly. How easy is that? I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant. And also, it was, Steve Dimmock says, how does WPHorde handle category lookup on blogs? So I assume he means if he's added some of his own categories, will it look them up? I assume that's what he's probably getting at. Kurt?
So that again, my apologies.
Sorry, yeah, I was saying, how does WPHorde handle category lookups on blogs?
Category lookups. Whenever you're at the groups, whenever you're creating the groups, you're going to, when you add the blog, you're going to add the blog to that particular group. When you're doing the submission, and I'll wait for it to finish here, we're going to come over to spun content. Right here, you're going to be able to see the actual groupings. They're going to have the word group next to the actual name. Down where it says the blogs. Now you could choose individual blogs or you could choose the grouping. So where it says blog 0, self-hosted group, WP hosted group, demo test group. Then we scroll down, test sites, 24/7 blog group, and there's 157 blogs selected.
That's just
so you can do
brilliant.
It makes it simple, makes it really fast. Now, one of the other things that we're going to be doing, WordPress, you can schedule posts. Come down to schedule. You're going to be able to choose the date, but don't choose. Currently, you have to choose the time. We're going to make it to where it randomizes the time. The importance of that, and Stephen will tell you, is that removes a footprint.
Yeah.
Because if it's all throughout the day, different times, Google doesn't see it's all hitting at the exact same time.
Right.
So this reduces the actual footprint that Google can see. This is something that SEO has been looking for as well. And the schedule's already built inside of WordPress. We don't need to build a schedule inside of the actual software. We just use what WordPress gives us naturally. So you can do that as well. And then, of course, you could post them as a draft if you so choose. Totally up to you. You're still going to have to go in and then edit those and then make them public or make them published. Or you can go ahead and publish directly. So you have that capability as well.
Can you just click on the categories tab where you're on there?
Sure.
So
no, it's going to show just a few.
Yeah.
but you
See,
can do a
if
type ahead.
if I went to one of my blog post sites and I put my own category on there, let's say it was called Robert category, yeah, would that then be pulled into here automatically?
Correct, but you would have to start typing a little bit of his name,
Yeah.
and then the type ahead suggestion is going to show up down below.
Cool.
Because there have been some customers that had 10,000 tags.
Yeah.
And we don't want to display all 10,000 tags.
No.
So we're just displaying a few, and then you can go ahead and just start doing a type ahead. Let's go ahead and type in, you notice I type in VI, there's video, free movies to watch, etc. So video SEO. So we do that as a type ahead type thing.
So just to state it in a minute, we'll show it. Get your last questions in. Kurt's only got a couple more minutes because I know it's the 4th of July and he's had plans with his family. I messed up with
it's
the
also
time and date.
It's my daughter's 21st birthday.
So she's going to kill you if you're here too long. So,
no, you just got to give her more money.
Yeah.
Well, I just got her through nursing school, so that's she's out of college debt free. So that was the huge goal right there.
Have you?
That's awesome.
So someone's asking. It's Kurt is asking, what do you predict the pricing would go up to? Let's say say it's like $47 a month for a package. What's it in the future? It's 27, isn't it?
It's 27 for the 50, 47 for the 100.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 47.67. It's going to go up $20 a month per at least.
Yeah.
And then the 500 and the 1,000 is going to go up a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But whatever price you get it at now, you lock that in.
You're locked in. Correct.
Yeah. And so the thing is with this as well, it's like anything. You could set this up and get yourself a Fiverr gig up offering decent guest posting. How just put one in the chat if you're someone that gets someone on Facebook messaging you and they go hi, and you go hi, and the next minute it's a big blurb about guest posting. If I want guest posting, I'm not going to respond to someone who sent me a message on Facebook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to Fiverr or Upwork or one of those, and put a job up offering that service.
Well, this is the reason why we called it WPHorde, because not only do you have your own horde of WordPress sites, you're able to join forces with others.
Yeah,
that's the big portion that's going to be coming, and that is included, no ifs, ands, or buts.
So Steve Dimmock's asking, if we get 100 sites package now, and then we want to upgrade, what would the pricing be? I assume if whatever you're getting now on this deal, that's the price for life. If you're always paying every year or monthly, depending which plan you want to go with, and then obviously, when the prices increase, that's going to be the price you would upgrade to.
Correct. Correct.
Chris Vice says, joined late. When will the replay be up? It's going to be in our Facebook group, Chris, under media, and I'll pin it at the top. So once Facebook's rendered it, the best place to go to is dfymagicthemes.com/F for Freddy, B for Bertie. It stands for Facebook, but we abbreviated it. So you can go there and have a look. So how many blogs are in the guest posting status now? Kurt's asking.
I am going to be adding about 1,000 myself.
Yeah. And I'm going to be buying loads and adding to the system. So there are going to be tons out there that you guys will be able to use from both me and Kurt. And I know Kurt's got some other people that he works with, his developers, people like that, who'll be adding more and more for you. So there's going to be loads of options out there.
Right.
There was one
I'm going to be honest.
question.
Mine are going to be WordPress.com sites because I don't want to take up my server space. So yeah.
There was one question that we didn't quite handle, and it really depends on where the spun content comes from, but they're wanting to know about different languages like Spanish.
Great question. So let me move this down if I can. try to move this. How do I move this? There we go. Okay, so you're going to notice down here at the bottom, I have these beautiful special characters called umlauts. Umlauts are for foreign languages. And if we come back over and we look at our submissions, and I'm going to go to the first one we did, and I'm going to pull up X-2 here. We're going to scroll down to the bottom. Those umlauts posted in perfectly fine. So we use UTF-8, which means we are cross-language capable. It will work with Cyrillic language as well. Cyrillic languages such as Polish and Russian, Ukrainian, those are all included.
How are they getting the spun content? Does Word AI handle that or not?
That
in the different language.
That is a good question. I know that there is another service that I'm going to recommend to you real quick called DeepL that will actually do the translation, and it is extremely good. So you could paste in whatever content and then change it to, let's say, German. So let me grab my post here, just as is. Going to scroll up, grab the text, come over here to DeepL, paste it in. Of course, probably need to copy it again.
So
and
this
then
is
boom.
this is why you attend these kind of webinars. This information
now,
you would never find on your own.
DeepL has now translated it right there into German, like that. Now you have your German text.
That means you just opened up the entire international market that you can have your business in a box of offering guest posts in any language. Oh my God.
So let me move this back up. And then rewrite articles. I don't know if it spins in different languages, but you know what? We can definitely find out.
I'm going to have to be the pessimist and say no.
Well, we'll find out here in just a moment. What's the worst can happen?
It doesn't do it.
That's right. And it didn't do it. It put it straight on over. So apparently it does not rewrite.
But maybe maybe there's a foreign spinner.
Right, exactly.
Well, there's probably spinners for every language, depending on what country you're in, but it just seemed interesting.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
But DeepL is a good resource. Now you can do things in different languages as well.
That's
and this is the free
brilliant.
level. As you see, I'm not logged in or anything. So
that is really good. So guys, we're just going to check any last questions, and then we're going to let Kurt disappear because I know he's got to disappear, and I'm going to show you the bonus. So we've got one more minute for Kurt. If you've got a question, get it in quick. Otherwise, guys, if you've finished saying to him, just put in the chat thank you to Kurt for us, and then we know that everyone's all happy, and then we'll show you this bonus if you go for the yearly. So when does the coupon code expire? You know, I haven't asked you that, Kurt. I know we want to keep open a little while. 10 days. 10 days. There we go. Because we wanted enough time for. I know there's people in Australia that couldn't make it on here and around the world. So, I know you guys can see the replay, and we'll get it up in the group and stuff like that. So it's.
So whoever's listening to this on the replay, that means by July 14th. That coupon code will no longer work.
Yeah,
correct.
And then it's going to be the normal price, pending if by then the price hasn't already gone up.
I am going to make sure that the guest posting works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Once that I know that it works perfectly fine, we've got this launch done. We're probably going. by the end of July, the price is going to go up for sure.
And you guys are seeing this a day before Kurt launches. So my mistake is your gain. It really is. So that's the exciting thing about this and these are launch prices on here, Kurt.
Yes, that's the reason why I like to do a little bit of a launch price, because number one, I need to make sure that it's a viable product. I know it's a viable product, but I also need to recoup my development costs at the same time as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and that's why after your launch, then it's going to increase accordingly across all the plans, and the 10% coupon code will be gone. So, is there an annual WP party at Kurt's house? Maybe there should be.
maybe we'll use Steve's house instead.
There's not enough room at the minute. Plus, everyone would have to get to the UK. Maybe we need to find somewhere a bit more central where everyone can meet up for an annual DFY WPHorde MPP thing. Maybe, I don't know.
There we go.
We go. So come over to Spain. I'm buying a place in Fiji. Steve Dimmock says, all are welcome.
Oh.
He's buying a mansion then with 1 million rooms.
Well, there we go.
I'll get you to stop sharing now. And Yive Sites WP blogs. Yive Sites is a product of Marcus Cudd, and it's a separate product that you can create blog sites fairly quickly. The thing with it that we find, it's a brilliant product, and if it wasn't for Auto Yive from Kurt, and I'll get a link to put in the group after this from Kurt, so we can share that. Auto Yive can auto build the blogs onto Yive sites ready for you to publish to them. It's very clever, and then you publish your content out. It's an addition. It's as powerful, but I think WordPress sites and WordPress.com are far more powerful.
They are.
It's an addition, which is really, really good in my opinion. So what I am going to do is get over to Design Bundle and share my screen. To anybody who picks up the yearly, and I demoed this on a previous video. If you go to our Facebook group, dfymagicthemes.com/FB, you will see me demoing some bits and pieces in here. So this is Design Bundle. This has a page builder in it, a stock explorer, video to GIF converter, flexible images, graphic designer, mock-up generator, book designer, scene creator, e-cover creator, and logo creator. This is just an example of what you can do. I'll go into the logo creator. And this is the tree and garden one I designed before. So it's very quick and easy to design various items in here. Let's just come back a minute and I'll create a new one. That's what I'm going to do. So we click plus. I'll label it. Oh, can't type today, but that'll do. So we can get started, and I put my company name in here. So let's just say I'm a plumber. Select the category. This is probably going to be, let's have a look down, see what we've got in here. Let's have a look, see if I can find something suitable. Business to business, let's do that. And a slogan, we will block your loo. Not a very good plumber, but that'll do. And then we can pick a color. And come down to here, continue. And now we've got plumber, we will block your loo. I can change the logo out on here as well. So we come into, where's it to, the logos? Replace icon, search. Let's see if they've got a plumber one. Here we go. So I can do that. I've changed it out for that. I can change the angle of it to wherever I want it. And I can add more content if I want into here. We can make the spacing bigger. We can make the size bigger. And it's just a general logo creator on the system. Then we click save. I can save it so I don't lose it, and I can download the image down to my computer, and I can then upload this logo very quickly. And you can do different color designs and stuff like that. And like I said, in here, we've got other things as well. Let's come back to the dashboard. We've got Page Builder. We've got Stock Explorer, royalty-free content. So we've got banners, people. They got a video section as well. So I can do a search in here for a plumber. And we've got all these various stock images. He doesn't look much like a plumber. That doesn't look like a plumber. I don't think it's 100% right all the time, but we got like a tap. And I can select what size I want and download that. Like I said, it's got other things, lots of other things, so much stuff to go through that we'll be here for hours and hours going through it all. But this is the design bundle. You can look at the sales page on designbundle.io. And if anyone who signs up for a yearly plan with us, you raise a support ticket by going to dfymagicthemes.com/DFY support. It's in the chat on Zoom, and I'll make sure the content's added on our Facebook videos afterwards. Like I said, we've got all these different features in here that you can have a play around with, and that's included. And that's lifetime, by the way. So,
nice.
So if you pay for a year with Kurt on any of the plans, you raise that support ticket with your receipt. We give you lifetime access to this. There's no monthlies, there's no upsells. You get that for signing up on there. So hopefully I've explained that reasonably well to people in there. I'll just check what's the disc. So the discount of 10% is on any of the plans with Kurt, whether you get monthly or whether you get yearly, you get 10% off by using the DFY theme code. And then on top of that, if you pay for yearly only, you get the design bundle by raising a support ticket with your receipt. And so hopefully that's all good. So we get the design bundle for free if we sign up with a yearly. We've got, yeah, absolutely. And like I said, that's lifetime on the design bundle. I know they charge monthly, I think, on the front end of this, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's an easily $297 value.
Steve Dimmock's in, by the way, which is really
Steve.
exciting. So
yeah, Don was in. I saw him was in as well.
Don's in. Yeah. So just to show you guys, let me just share my screen again. Design bundle is actually worth a lot more because it's $39.99 a month if you go to their site, and it's $197 annually. You get lifetime just by buying 1 year from Kurt. So if you bought the lower package, right, you can, if you knock $197 out the value, right, that's how much your year's technically costing you, you know. So you're instantly in profit with these, and you go and have a look at Design Bundle. I'll put the link in the chat to everyone for Design Bundle, so you can have a look at that in your own time as well. Let me pop that in there. There we go. So you can look at all the features of Design Bundle, and just for signing up yearly with Kurt on any of the plans, you get lifetime to Design Bundle. We always try and give you more and more value, guys, as we go along. We always try our best, and that's why, because this is so valuable, I can't do it on the monthlies. You know, there's no way we can do that deal.
I don't know if you saw the chat, Kurt, but everybody was saying thank you for the tool, the explanation, you know, the information they got here in the chat. And we appreciate very, very much that you took the time, even though it wasn't scheduled for today for you, we were scheduled for today for you.
I was all ready to demo it myself, but I wouldn't have done it justice.
But we appreciate you, and we want to have you back again, because every time we go through this, we learn more stuff. There's always more tips and tricks that you just kind of spill out there without even knowing it. So it helps everybody. in
Yeah.
the
Awesome.
DFY groups, and we appreciate you.
And for those in the group, Sarah's in as well. For those in the group that don't know myself and Robert, one thing you'll find with us, if you're on our email list, I will only send out an offer that I believe in, right? I'm not someone, and I know Steve Dimmock's in the group, and he vouched for me on one of our other calls the other day, right? I said, how many offers have I sent out throughout the year? He went about 5. Right? That's because I'll only send out offers that I believe in, that are long-term, they're here for long-term, they're here to support you guys. So you'll find that being on my email list, I'm not going to spam you, I'm not going to continue. After today, there'll be one email going out saying, hey, the replay's here, go and have a look. And that's it.
Right.
If you want it, get it. If you don't, that's cool. We're happy. Like Kurt said, and I've said this as well. Anyone who gets this, we want you to use it. We don't want you to buy it for the sake of it. You know, the thing is there's too many IM marketers out there that will get you on a call, get you excited, and want you to spend $999 of grand with them, right, up front, you know? And so that really frustrates us, which is why we try and bring you valuable products. And you'll find it's going to be a little while before I find something else that I think is going to be amazing.
Barry's in. Thank you, Barry.
Yeah. I think the only other thing I will promote in the week is a product that a guy called TJ is bringing out that's going to work with WPHorde to load all your accounts on really quickly. And that's going to be put into our Facebook group just to show that. I know he's doing it on a monthly. I think it's $28 for the use of it. But you can put them in manually. That's the thing anyway.
Right. Either which way.
Yeah. So that, that's the cool thing. So we've got Barry in. If you're in, pop in, please, in the chat. It's always good to hear from people so we can give you a mention if you're in. And just a reminder, once you're in and you've got your receipt, raise a support ticket with us, and we'll get Greg to set your account up on Design Bundle. All right. When you pop your ticket in as well, can I ask you guys to make sure you say what email address you want set up on the Design Bundle? They'll set you up a temporary password, and then you can go in and change that afterwards. So that's really important to know. But this is really exciting. I see so many applications, and I've been very lucky to get on the beta testing from day one with Kurt, which is why I said to Kurt, I want to give everyone extra support on this by me adding sites that can be used for sharing between them as soon as that feature's available. There's all the links again in the chat. So DFYMagicThemes.com/WPHorde is where you can go and get it. The 10% discount code is DFY theme, and you can go to the support desk, which is DFYMagicThemes.com/DFY support. And
I will share one thing.
Yeah.
Let me share one thing real quick.
Carry on.
The reason why I want to share this is because I know some people are going to be like, how do we sign up for that? How do we enter in that code? Once you're here, you're going to scroll down. You're going to choose your level. If you're wanting to go yearly and get the bonus, choose it, choose your level, and then go to subscribe. Right here, put in the discount code.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Sorry about that.
And you'll get that's fine. And you'll get an email notification as well from Gumroad. So keep a note of that, because that's where your account is if you want to upgrade or whatever you want to do in the future.
Right.
And like I said, your accounts will stay active as long as you stay active for that first year. After that, it's up to you. Once you're through the year with Kurt, then it's all yours. Ongoing. We have to make it clear that if someone refunds, the Design Bundle account gets shut down automatically because it's linked up to the whole system. We have to initially put some details in and tick a box to enable your accounts. That's why we need a support ticket.
Steve's asking what's the support URL. On the actual sales page, if you go down to the FAQ, you're going to see where the support URL is for WPHorde. It is a Facebook group. The reason why I do it this way, I love transparency. I want you to say, hey, what's this? Does that affect me? Yes, no. And then I tell you about the updates when we do them, all in that group. That way, everyone gets the information at the same time.
Is that a public group, Kurt?
It is a private group.
Private group. So only members can get access to it.
Correct.
So Kurt's got his own Facebook for support. and for the and this is only for the bonus. If you've gone yearly, is the dfymagicthemes.com/DFY support. You have to sign up for a free support account to get in there. We don't, by the way, when you sign up with that free account, we don't email you guys from it. It's literally you sign up, you go in, you raise a support ticket. We reply back only for support calls. So you won't get any emails about sales or anything like that. And as I said earlier, I send out emails as and when a good product comes up to people. I don't promote rubbish.
Right.
I've upset an awful lot of IM people in my time where they've shown me something. I've had a look and gone, that's a pile of poo. No, I'm not promoting it. Sorry. Plain and simple. So
well, let's let Kurt get to his daughter's 21st birthday party.
Thank you, everyone. Once again.
Everybody have a good 4th of July here in the States and be safe out there.
Take care.
And thank you, Kurt. And those guys on, we do our regular live for you on a Friday. So this Friday coming, it's 9:30 UK time, which is 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're in our groups. If you're not in our DFY group, go to dfymagicthemes.com/FB. Request to join. We'll approve you, and we go live with SEO information and bits and pieces like that, and help you guys out in there as well. So super exciting. Thank you for all attending. We appreciate your time on the 4th of July for those that are celebrating it. If anyone's celebrating anything else, many happy returns for what you're celebrating. And if there's no other questions, go and have fun. And thank you. So, and Robert's just put to everyone that the Facebook group link in the chat. And just above that are the links. And so you got 10 days. And the offer for the bonus on the yearly is open for the same time as the discount. So thank you. Hopefully this has given you value. And
we will get the replay up as soon as possible.
It'll probably be in the next 10 minutes in Facebook because they're very quick when we end the live. So
that's true.
And we'll also get all the links in there. So thank you as always, guys. And for those that come along, we'll see you Friday on the live. Take care and have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.